Hello. Okay, I think my voice is clear and audible now. Okay, first of all, we're meeting after several days, and for your remembrance that we are joining here for our environmental engineering 2 classes. And in the last class before Puja vacation, we have completed the module number 6, that is large handling and disposal. If there is any problem regarding that module, that is large handling and disposal, we can discuss about that. Otherwise, I will continue to the next module. That module number 6 is completed before Puja vacation. If you need, you can discuss on that. If you have any query, any problem, you can discuss on that. Otherwise, I will continue to the next module, module number 7, that is building plumbing. And then, obviously, if you have any query, you may speak or you may write in the chat box also. If you have any query or any problem regarding the last module, you may ask. I'm continuing to, sorry, this one is module number 7. I think you can view the materials. That is, the name of the module is building plumbing. Now, I think you all have a basic idea about plumbing. Plumbing is nothing but the facility or the system which is used to distribute the water or maybe the liquid, that is wastewater, liquid borne wastewater or the fresh water or drinking water through which through which that water is distributed or the wastewater may be removed or take away from the household, that is called the building plumbing. Okay, now building plumbing is done for two main purposes. One is water supply system and one is for wastewater disposal system. Water supply system, I think you know that water supply system is for the supply of fresh water or main most importantly the potable water or the drinking water. That's for the supply of potable water or drinking water. Water supply system is required, and wastewater disposal system is for the removal of wastewater or the removal of liquid borne or waterborne wastage from the household to the disposal ground. These two main types of systems are required for plumbing. Now, first of all, we are going to water supply system. Now, water supply system, the plumbing required for this water supply system is for uh, distributing the water to the different parts of building from the source. Source means main source, the main water mains in any city or any town or any location. There must be a one water mains which is provided by government bodies. Okay, from that mains, water is supplied to the different household, different usage point in that locality. Uh, this system is actually water supply system, and this is only for water, fresh water supply system, fresh water, not the wastewater or waterborne liquid or waterborne wastage. Now, uh, this water supply system is includes these types, these parts, that is distribution pipe. Sorry, this is pipes, control devices, and other equipments like vanes and pegs like those. Okay, and it carries water from the water sources. I have already described that water sources, water mains to the various usage points. That those usage points are in household or maybe other points in the locality. Now, this water supply system, there are two main types of water supply system. One is direct system and another one is indirect system. Yes, anyone want to say something? Okay, if not, then I am continuing. Now, first of all, direct system, the first type of water supply system, that is direct system. Direct system is nothing but water is supplied directly from the water mains in the locality. Water mains means obviously some water source through pumping or through other way from the source. Water is directly supplied to the household. That is called direct system of water supply. That is, water is supplied direct from the main or the water source to the usage points. Now, there are different advantages of and disadvantages of different water supply systems. First of all, for the direct system, the advantages are obviously this water supply system is economical, cost is low because pipe work is pipe work is less, especially in the for the multi-storied building, because in the multi-storied buildings, obviously, if we we discuss about indirect system, that is water is going to the overhead tank, that means from the source of water, that water is supplied to the overhead tank at the top of some household building or any highest position of any locality. That overhead tank is filled up with water, and then from that overhead tank or the storage tank, from there that storage tank water is supplied to the different usage point. So obviously, in the direct system, that overhead tank is not there, and again from the overhead tank to the usage point, the pipe work is not required. That means direct system is economical, and especially for multi-story building means Obviously, if the household building is one single storied or two storied, then the pipe work required is less. But if the household building is maybe 10 storied or 20 storied, then in the indirect system, the pipe work required is very high and the cost required is very high. And the another advantage is fresh drinking water may be obtained. Fresh drinking water means if the water is not stored for a long time in the overhead tank. Obviously, the water is coming from the water mains or the source of the water. That means the water is fresh, not stored in the overhead tank or any other place for a long time. And that stored water is not fresh water. That's why in direct system, fresh drinking water may be obtained in the usage point. Now, disadvantage of the direct system. Now, disadvantage is that obviously these problem you some of you may face this problem in the uh, practical daily life. That is the sanitary pipe is there is a crack in the sanitary pipe and that foul water is mixed up with the water supply, fresh water supply. That problem is very much frequent in our daily life, in some of our daily life. And obviously, if the water is coming directly from the water source and not stored in the overhead tank, that problem cannot be identified, and that foul water or the fresh water mixed with wastewater we have used, and after uh, some devastating problem or devastating health problem will be will be able to identify that problem, and that is a big problem in the direct system. That's why in the indirect system the water is stored in the overhead tank from water source, and that stored water is tested chemically and physically tested before uh, allow it to the household use or to the usage points. That's why as because the direct system is economical, we may use these type of direct systems in any of the locations. But the main problem is this: the chance of foul water or wastewater from the sanitary fittings that may be that may mix to the fresh water which is actually supplying in the household usage points. That is a big problem. And another problem is that as the water is coming directly from the source, the pressure is constant. As the source is constant, the pressure actually, if there is no pressure, water supply cannot be possible, because water supply is possible due to the gravitational force or some pressure. If there is no pressure, water supply or movement of water is not possible. That's why the constant supply pressure is required for the constant water supply or uninterrupted water supply. As there is no pressure, no, sorry, not no pressure, low pressure in the peak time of the day, then the water supply may be interrupted in any of the usage points due to that low pressure, or obviously uh, maybe not interrupted, but a slow movement or slow supply of water may be possible due to this low pressure in the peak time of the day or peak time of the month. Okay. Now, next problem is that if there is some malfunction, that means in Durgapur, if any one of you are in Durgapur now, obviously you know that there is a large scarcity of water due to the malfunction of DVC gate, as there is no other source no other storage in Durgapur other than that DVC source. That's why now for 3 or 4 days water supply is hampered and largely interrupted in the most part of the Durgapur because of this direct water supply system. Okay, as there is a malfunction in the barrage gate or gates in the DVC barrage, water supply is interrupted and daily life is hampered because there is no storage system here. A large storage system is required in the indirect system. Okay, that now we are coming to the indirect system. Obviously, we already I have mentioned the main definition of indirect system. That is, indirect system is included a overhead tank, an overhead tank which is stored or filled up with water before supply before the requirement of water, and that stored water is supplied to the household or the usage points. Now, the advantage is that this one, the foul water mixing or the waste water mixing to the fresh water with the fresh water, the chance is very low as the stored water is tested chemically and physically before the water supply is started. Okay, now that risk is very low, and if there is low pressure at the time of during the time of peak period, the pipe may be burst. That pipe bursting, there is low tendency of pipe bursting. Actually, there is no tendency of pipe bursting because the overhead tank or overhead storage system is full, always full from the source of water. That's why low supply pressure is not possible, and pipe bursting is actually not possible in the indirect system. And the third advantage is that there is no interruption of uh, supply as there is a large storage of overhead tank, and if there is some problem in the water source or the water mains, then from the storage we can handle the situation by supplying that stored water. But there is two significant disadvantages of this indirect system. That is, this system is costly. That means not economical. Not economical is not the correct term, but the this system is costly because longer pipe work is required, and obviously other uh, cost is also very high because the uh, uh, installation and the labor charge is very high for this indirect system, and the required equipment is uh, high. That means overhead tank is required, pipe line, larger pipeline is required. That means this indirect system is costly, and obviously the next point is that fresh drinking water cannot be supplied to the household system. That because the water supplied to the households or the usage point is already stored for a uh, speculated time. That means fresh water cannot be supplied to the usage points, and obviously that stored water you have to filter it before drinking, and all those things you have to do. And this is the introduction of the water supply system, not wastewater supply system, or sorry, wastewater disposal system, but